Welcome, dear listener, to another Greek mythology sleep story. Tonight, we follow Hermes, the swift messenger of the gods, protector of wanderers and guide of dreams. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and let this gentle tale carry you into peace. Over the vast expanse of the night sky, countless stars twinkled like celestial diamonds. The glowing light of the moon spilled over the earth, bathing the winding roads in its silvery glow. As the gentle breeze whispered secrets through the trees, it carried with it the sound of my voice, inviting you to rest and dream. High atop the misty slopes of Mount Silene, nestled in a cave veiled by ancient vines, something extraordinary was about to unfold. Within the cave's cozy embrace, bathed in the ethereal glow of the approaching dawn, lay a sight both wondrous and unexpected. There, in the heart of the cavern, swaddled in softest moss, was a babe. But this was no ordinary infant. Oh no, for this child was none other than Hermes, son of the great Zeus himself. As the first rays of sunlight kissed the mountain peaks, tiny hands and feet that would one day lead the gods' armies twitched ever so slightly, and then, as if awoken by the symphony of birdsong,
Oh my
Hermes
God!
opened his big blue eyes, eyes that held the wisdom of the cosmos within their depths. In that instant, a knowing smile touched his lips, a smile that hinted at the mischief and magic he would bring into the world. As the hours passed, baby Hermes continued to glow with a soft inner light, his laughter echoing through the cavern like the tinkling of bells. He wriggled with delight, his tiny body filled with boundless energy, eager to explore the wonders that awaited him. With curious eyes, he reached out chubby arms towards a nearby tortoise shell, marveling at its intricate patterns and smooth curves. Unknowingly, he had stumbled upon his very first lyre, a gift from the gods that would later make him famous for his musical talents. As he played, a gentle tune flowed from the strings, a melody so enchanting that nearby dryads and naiads stopped their play to listen in awe. They watched as Hermes, still oblivious to his divine heritage, rolled and tumbled in the grass, his laughter mingling with the music of the forest. In the realm of Olympus, high above the clouds, the gods were well aware of their son's first steps towards greatness. Zeus, king of the gods, looked down upon Hermes with immense pride, his heart swelling with love for the clever child. Beside him, Maia, Hermes' mother, smiled fondly, her eyes shining with happiness as she watched him frolic in the meadows of Mount Silene. Little did they know that soon the whole world would know the name of Hermes, the messenger of the gods, the protector of travelers, and the guide of dreams. But for now, he was content to be just Hermes, the happy baby god, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. The sun climbed higher in the sky, painting the heavens with hues of gold and azure. As the warmth of the day intensified, Hermes' playful energy knew no bounds. He chased butterflies through fields of wildflowers, each blossom a vibrant splash of color against the green. He raced alongside playful nymphs, their laughter echoing his own as they gamboled through the sun-dappled glades. With innocent glee, Hermes befriended every creature he encountered, from the shy woodland creatures to the majestic birds that soared overhead. His infectious joy radiated outwards, touching the hearts of all who crossed his path. As the midday heat began to fade, giving way to the gentle caress of the evening breeze, Hermes' adventures took a magical turn. Guided by an unseen force, he found his way to a nearby stream where a group of water nymphs were bathing. Enchanted by their ethereal beauty and playful spirits, Hermes decided to approach them. With a charming smile and a twinkle in his eye, he introduced himself and struck up a conversation, eager to learn their secrets and share his own tales of wonder. The nymphs, intrigued by the handsome young god, welcomed him into their midst. and together they spent the balmy evening in joyous merriment. They played games, sang enchanting songs, and shared stories of the mystical world around them, while the setting sun cast long shadows that danced upon the water's surface. As the stars began to emerge, one by one, in the velvety night sky, it was time for Hermes to return to his cozy cave. With newfound tales to tell and a heart brimming with happiness, he bid farewell to the water nymphs, promising to visit them again soon. As he made his way back home, the cool night air enveloped him like a soothing blanket, carrying the sweet scent of night-blooming flowers. Reaching his cave, he snuggled into his bed of soft moss, his eyelids growing heavy with sleep. Before drifting off to dreamland, he couldn't help but smile, knowing that tomorrow would bring new adventures and perhaps even more friends to share them with. And so, as the moon replaced the sun in the star-studded sky, Hermes slept soundly, dreaming of meadows, laughter, and the endless possibilities that lay ahead. As the years passed, young Hermes grew into a handsome young god, his playful nature and quick wit intact. He roamed the earth, experiencing all that mortals did, wandering through bustling cities, sailing across sparkling seas, and journeying into the heart of dense forests. Everywhere he went, people felt his positive energy and were drawn to his infectious laughter and carefree spirit. Soon, tales of Hermes' kindness and generosity spread far and wide. He helped travelers find their way, guided lost souls back to safety, and offered comfort to those in need. His compassion knew no bounds, and he was revered as a protector, a friend, and a beacon of hope in times of darkness. And so it was that Hermes became known as the herald of Zeus, the king of the gods, tasked with delivering important messages and fulfilling his father's will. With his trusty staff, caduceus, and winged sandals that allowed him to traverse the world swiftly, Hermes carried out his duties with unwavering dedication. He raced across the heavens, delivering urgent messages to the other gods and guiding mortals who sought divine intervention. His ability to move seamlessly between the realms of the gods and mortals made him a vital link between the two worlds, ensuring that communication and balance were maintained. But Hermes' role as a messenger wasn't just about speed and efficiency. He possessed a certain charm and charisma that made even the most daunting tasks seem effortless. Whether he was mediating disputes between quarreling deities or delivering prophecies to mortal heroes, Hermes did so with grace and diplomacy. He was a master of words, able to soothe troubled hearts, inspire courage, and bring people together with just a few well-chosen phrases. Throughout his journeys, Hermes never forgot his duty to protect travelers, especially those who ventured into the unknown or faced danger. With a wave of his magic staff, he could calm raging storms, heal wounds, and ward off evil spirits. Mortals often saw his winged sandals flashing across the sky, a reassuring sight that promised help was on the way. For many, the mere belief in Hermes' protection gave them strength to keep going, knowing that they weren't truly alone in the vast universe. One day, Hermes decided to visit the underworld, the realm of the dead ruled by his brother Hades. Despite the gloomy reputation of the underworld, Hermes was curious to see it for himself and perhaps offer his assistance in making the journey for souls a bit more pleasant. As he descended into the shadowy realm, he noticed that many souls were lost and confused, wandering aimlessly without understanding where they needed to go. Moved by their plight, Hermes took it upon himself to guide these souls towards their final resting places, ensuring that they didn't wander the underworld in torment. With gentle words and a reassuring presence, he led them through the dark, alleviating their fears and offering solace in their time of need. This act of kindness turned Hermes into a beacon of hope in the underworld, reminding everyone that even in death, there was still light to be found. And so, Hermes continued his work as a guide and protector, bringing peace and clarity to those who had passed on. He showed compassion to the recently departed, helping them come to terms with their journey into the afterlife. For some, he brought joyful reunions with loved ones who had passed before them, easing their way into the eternal rest. In time, Hermes became known throughout the cosmos as the ultimate guide, not just for travelers on earthly roads, but for the paths of life, death, and even dreams. As the centuries passed, the stories of Hermes' bravery, kindness, and wisdom continued to echo throughout the realms of Greek mythology. His name became synonymous with guidance, protection, and the swiftness of thought. To the mortals who revered him as a hero and the gods who celebrated him as their messenger, Hermes remained a symbol of hope and enlightenment, reminding them that no matter what challenges they faced, they weren't truly alone. And so, the legend of Hermes endured, passed down through generations, until it reached us in the form of myths and tales. And tonight, as you drift off to sleep, you can call upon his name, asking for guidance, protection, and the courage to face whatever journey lies ahead. May his story bring you comfort, and may your dreams be filled with the magic and wonder that he embodied. Good night.